that whole me Tarzan, you Jane thing sexy. You hungry? He asked. She looked at the clock, sitting on the wooden nightstand next to the canopy bed. The LED display read 9 a.m. in red digits. We need to hurry up before they stop serving breakfast, she said. Raina wanted to escape out of bed and get dressed before Bryce touched her again. His passionate desires seemed to be insatiable. Once, she asked him whether he took enhancement drugs, because even after making love, Bryce's physical disposition remained the same. Of course he denied it. Most women would love to have a man who could last for hours. But Raina, it didn't take all that. Not if he knew what he was doing. Unfortunately, Bryce wouldn't know how to satisfy her if she were an air traffic controller directing him from the lighthouse. She remembered hearing that sex compromised only 2% of a relationship, if it's good. But when it's not so good, it's about 98%, she thought. Having an ungratifying sex life made it difficult for her to appreciate the good things about Bryce, like the way he'd rub her feet whenever they sat next to each other on the couch, or the way he'd give her an all-over body massage. Let's take communion first, Bryce suggested, revealing a devilish grin. Communion was Bryce's way of asking for physical intimacy, and she thought it was sweet. He had this good guy, bad boy routine down to a science. Raina looked over at him, and immediately her passions awakened. Her husband was hot. Brad Pitt and George Clooney had nothing on Bryce. He wasn't wearing a shirt, and his smooth, hairless chest was toned and muscular. She noticed that his ab workouts was working because the lining of his six-pack was visible. She thought he was sexy. Too bad he couldn't deliver. Not right now, she grumbled. It amazed Raina how her husband could have so much going on, good looks, a body like a Greek Adonis, sex appeal, and a smile that could light up a room. Yet, he didn't know how to straighten her hair and curl her toes, so to speak. It's not like she hadn't expressed her dissatisfaction to Bryce. He knew full well that she was frustrated, yet he wouldn't do anything to change it. Every time she wanted to try something new or different, he called her sadistic. Her feelings were crushed. More than anything, she wanted to please him, and in the process, find pleasure. His inflexibility made Raina feel less desirable and unappreciated. She got out of the king-size bed, walked across the hardwood floor, and went into the double showers. Thankfully, the water running down her face camouflaged the tears streaming down her cheeks. Raina felt as if she had made a terrible mistake by marrying Bryce. After they consummated their marriage a couple of nights ago, she went into the bathroom and cried. She wondered how two people could be so physically incompatible. She had never heard of such a thing, especially not with married couples. She wondered what she had done to deserve such an unfulfilling union. Silently, she prayed, Lord, forgive me for my sins. Please help me deal with this marriage. Whatever sin is blocking me from being a good wife, I ask that you remove it. In Jesus' name, I pray. Amen. As she exited the shower and wrapped her body in the towel, Bryce entered the bathroom. He embraced Raina and she melted. Her desire to be close to him was overwhelming. Then the thought of being disappointed crept in and immediately turned her off. Not because she didn't love him, because she did. It was more because of his indifferent attitude. In their intimate times, she sensed that his thoughts were elsewhere. He wouldn't look at her, and that bothered her. She wondered whether it was because he was white and she was black. Then she quickly dismissed the notion because Bryce didn't seem to have a racist bone in his body. His expectation of going all the way at the slightest hint of affection made her hesitate to hug or kiss him. She couldn't even rub her hand along his leg without him getting turned on. Freeing herself of his toned arms, she looked at his disappointed face and said, I saved you some hot water. I'm going to get dressed. Raina went into the bedroom